What's going on, everybody? It's TFG News. I'm Lamb, and we're going to talk real quick about the Candyman reboot. A lot's been said about this Candyman reboot. I just want to first start off with some great positives and accolades about Candyman. 31-year-old black woman, Nia DaCosta. She's the director of this film, and I'm quite excited about that. And she broke records by becoming the first black woman to reach the number one spot on the debut weekend of a film. That's a huge achievement. The film made 22 million dollars the first weekend on a $25 million budget. It's made 27.6 million so far, which is going to continue making more and more until people get a hold of these reviews that we're going to talk about by the end of this. So she directed it. She co-wrote it with Jordan Peele and some other person. So everybody knows Jordan Peele. Jordan Peele's from he wrote and produced, directed Get Out, Us. He was on Key and Peele. He was a producer for Black Klansman, K Klansman. So he's been doing a lot lately. But I'm interested in seeing because I haven't watched the film yet, mind you, and I know that's I'm doing a review without actually haven't seen the film, but really I'm just reviewing what the reviewers have reviewing. Try it again. I'm reviewing what the people that have watched it are reviewing with the film. That's what I'm reviewing. I'm reviewing the reviews. Reviewing the reviews. I'm curious to see what people are saying about it before I waste time watching it. If I don't want to waste time, well, I'm going to watch it anyway because I want to support black business, black art, black creativity. Even though sequels, reboots normally are never as good as the originals, we weigh them harshly. I think we the bar is set so high with the originals that it's very hard for them to be as good. I don't know if I've seen a film that was better the second time around. Maybe something like Friday, something that ain't really art. See, sorry, Ice Cube. I mean, it's a comedy, but I don't know if it's really. No, I'm not gonna go there. Back to the show. Back to Candyman. All right, so let's see what I got here. So I looked at some reviews on this film, and the sentiment that I'm getting. I'm gonna read some of them specifically in a minute, but the sentiment that I'm getting is that black folks seem to like it. I mean, we all grew up with. I'm gonna see what white folk think in a minute, but black folk we grew up with. This was our boogeyman. Candyman was our boogeyman. You know, we had a lot of boogeymen, boogie women when you were kids. Nowadays, I'm not sure what they have. Nowadays, they got that crazy looking thing where people really getting killed. I think I forgot what it's called. I don't even want to say it, but it's like a white face. We had Bloody Mary. I remember that Bloody Mary. Yeah, Bloody Mary, where you go in the bathroom, turn the lights off, and I think you said Bloody Mary 3 or 5 times, something like that. You had to say her name a few times, and she's supposed to show up. Don't know where it came from, but all older cousins always pass that down to the younger cousins to scare the hell out of them. Scared the hell out of me. Or they try to lock you in the bathroom and they say it on the outside, but I think you're supposed to say it into a mirror. So basically, Candyman kind of stole that whole thing, took that and kind of made it the same, but kind of for us, a black man that was killing folk. I don't think he was in the dreams. Was he invisible? I don't remember. I got to go back and watch the first one. But it was kind of like Freddy Krueger. You know, Freddy Krueger killed you in his dreams. But I think in this, this guy, I think you could see him in the mirrors, but you couldn't necessarily see him. But you go in the bathroom. This is what Candyman was, just like Bloody Mary. Go in the bathroom, say Candyman a certain amount of times in the mirror, and it's supposed to appear or what have you. I never tried that because I was more afraid of the black monster than I was whoever what Bloody Mary. I'm assuming she's a white gal. I'm assuming she's a white woman. Bloody Mary. I'm assuming. Could have been Hispanic. I don't know. But I assume she's white. And I was not as scared with that as I would. I wouldn't even attempt and think about doing Candyman because of the bees coming out of his mouth, all that crazy. Nah, I pass. I pass. I may have assumed it was real. You see somebody that look like you, doing things. You want to believe that that's very possible. That this black man died or was killed or whatever the situation was, and his spirit just waiting for you to antagonize, and so he can come back and get you and haunt you. In the black world, we a lot of us believe. A lot of black folk believe in spirits, and as my papa used to say, God rest his soul, haints. You ever heard that term? A haint. I used to think he was saying a hank, Hank, but as I became an adult and I thought about it, I remember Papa used to say, if you when you sleep, a hank sleeps on the side of your bed. I know that's stupid as hell, but he used to tell us this. It's so weird. Like Papa used to tell us this while he was suffering from lung cancer and coughing like crazy me and my brother's room that he took over. He would tell us, and Hank, I thought it was Hank, but it's a Haint, sleeps on the side of your bed. He used to scare the hell out of me. So I was happy to sleep in the living room on the couch. But anyway, so black people believe in stuff like this. I got lots of cousins and know a lot of black people that are saying they seen their grannies and grandpas and so walking out of closets, sitting on their bed. Said all that to say it's very believable for a black man to be what Candyman portrays in this film. To me, what y'all think? All right, let's look at some of these reviews. All right, so black folks like it. They seem to like it. White folk, not so much. A lot of the reviews that I saw, white people are saying that there's a political agenda to this movie. Let me see. It was, what's the term they use? Um, Social commentary, strong political message that they pummeled in a political message so strong that the plot of the movie never came into fruition, never unfolded. I, I think we know what I'm talking about here. I think we've seen movies where of the agenda is so piercing that um, you miss the message. So in the agenda in this particular one, take a guess of what it was: police brutality, George Floyd, stuff like that. The white man, white supremacy. They start the movie off talking about white supremacy. So when you do that, I don't think it's smart. While I understand there's reason to get those messages out there to the masses, but you have to be more strategic with that, Nia. You gotta be a little more strategic. You can't give it to them right off the bat because you're gonna turn a whole lot of white folks off, and most of your money for this film is gonna come from white folk. Just saying, more white people in the world. That's why I'm saying. I mean, you can do okay with just black folks domestically, which is what they've done, but internationally, and you still you want that white money. I mean, you want white folk money green, it's just green, just like I said. You don't want to make certain people feel away and not watch the movie because most of the people that I've watched that have reviewed it are white folks that are like, I didn't want to watch the rest of the movie. So they so turned off because of that. You forcing the white guilt on them. They don't want to experience that right now. They're like, can I just watch a horror flick? Why I gotta feel bad watching a horror flick? I mean, we see it on the news. Can I just watch a horror flick? So my question to you guys that are watching is: should we be more conscious of when and where we use the political messages? I think it's okay to use them. I just think it needs to be more strategic and further down the movie, because these folks that reviewed it said once they got hit they just kind of lost it for them. My thing is your second sequence, go ahead and introduce your characters, go ahead and hit that inciting incident, go ahead and show us the journey of your protagonist, get into the movie, show us some obstacles, some wins, some loses, some wins, some loses. Hit them in the third act. The third act. Hit them there. Right at the beginning of the third act. That slump. Then hit them with the political thing there, just kind of perk people up. By then, you already pulled them. You got them for most of the movie anyway. Anyway, I don't want to get too deep in the woods on that. But that's my review. Oh no, actually, hold on. read some of them real fast. Bear with me. Let's read some of these. All right, one person said it cannot compare to the original '92 Candyman. Okay, that's fair. Someone says take away Jordan Peele's crayons. How is Jordan Peele still writing? Us was an intriguing film, failed by a thoroughly stupid ending, which rendered every frame before that a waste. Someone says it was bound to happen eventually. Jordan Peele's name was going to be attached to a bad movie. This thing was predictable from the very opening shot. Um, and see, mostly just a bunch of absurd nonsense. Someone says tarnished by politics. Someone says boring. To me, it felt more like a political movie, not a horror movie. If I wanted to be political, I would have watched the news. FYI, I am someone of color, so don't come at me about being racist. I wanted to be scared and not hear more stuff about BLM. Wow. Pretty awful script. Score pretty forgettable. Some good cinematography, though. Painful and boring. Let's see what else. It seems Peele just wanted to push his agenda on racism. The director made no effort to make this remotely scary. Almost walked out early. Those are some pretty damning reviews, and there's a lot of them. There's just a few, but I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna see what I think, and when I do, I'm gonna come back and do another review based on what I think of it personally. But I want to hear what you guys think. Comment below. Don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button. This is TFG News. I'm Lamb, and until next time, peace out.